So this is a little live feed I got here. Just sitting back here, and I'm after getting a lot of people calling me and inboxing me about different issues. I got one now on my messenger. He's 14 years old. His father's not really good to him. Drugs in the family. Out in a youth facility, in a house, in his little community. Suffering, abuse from school, violence, his name. Gonna be in the Whitburn soon. Another society statistic person. But what my YouTube is, I found out, I know a lot of people are scared, and they're scared of me. And then there's a lot of people ashamed to associate with me. That's fine with me. But is there any chance that we can all come together in the public that got the information on child services? You know, sometimes a lot of people, when they're seeking help, they get a line, they got to leave a message, 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 leave a message. How about this? First, I'd like to apologize today for getting my mind, where my doctor and my medication. When people are threatening me, I lose sight and I lose focus, and I get really angry. But I have no intentions. I've been 9 years now out. It's just people really work me up, so I got to really behave myself and watch it. And I apologize for my outbursts, because I has to, you know, think about that, but I didn't. But it all goes back to information. I got this 14-year-old child asking me how to get help. I got a 37-year-old heart attack on crack asking me for help. Why don't we make our Facebook and my Facebook page a public service announcement for people where they could put out information, numbers, names, emails. Let's start sharing information about addiction, benefits, taxes. You know, there's a lot of people that are ashamed to come out in public. Ashamed to come on my Facebook. But yet they'll text me, inbox me to give me all these horrific details and about addiction, drugs, what they're going through, the mental illness. So why don't we use my platform as a information platform to pass information? You know, I'm willing to pass information around. So I'll be your voice, you know. I got children on drugs, women. You know, are you going to lay down for today? Our government, we got to get that petition signed. Lisa Verdi can get her email. Port-aux-Basques, Clarenville, Stephenville. You know, all these little communities, get that email, get that petition signed. Get that out so we can get that in, passed onto the House of Floor Assembly floor. So Paul Lane can represent the whole nation, the whole, right on from Newfoundland. So I'd like to shout out to Paul Lane for going to do this for us. You know, here we are going to get a petition, going to pass it in on the House of Assembly floor. Right? Probably try to make change. So ladies that you're dealing with your addiction, men you're dealing with your addiction, mental illness, just go seek help. Say that you have a problem. Do you know how to save yourself from your past? You don't need weeks of thinking to save yourself from your past. You just got to admit that you're using. Get clean. And look at your past to keep you. Look at your future, but look at your past also, of where not you don't want to ever go again. So my platform now on Facebook and my YouTube is going to be an information session. I want all people's names, numbers, emails, whatever's available for youth, women, addiction, mental health. Election year is coming up. Phone your MHA, your politicians. You want to save your daughter? You want to save your son? Stop putting your son down. Stop beating your son. Stop hitting your wife. Stop lying to each other. Stop cheating on each other. Stop using drugs. Bring it to the attention of the people. Come out. Come on my live feed sometime on Facebook. Share a story. Don't care about being a stigma of being around Mike Williams. You want to save your wife, your mother, your daughter, your child, your uncle, your aunt? Get the doctors and the College of Physicians to come together and stop the pill epidemic in Newfoundland. Stop the methadone usage. Get these treatment facilities opened. Get these centers open. Get this information. VOCM Petty Daily. Why don't you, for the next 5 days, Monday to Friday, question of the day from Monday to Friday, Petty Daily VOCM. From the next Monday to Friday, question of the day. Have you have a drug problem? Where's the help out there? 5 days a week, Petty Daily. Mental health, drug addiction. What's out there? How to address it? Address it and see where we can go. We can even contact the College of Physicians. NAPE, why don't you sign a petition? Prison staff. Family, prison staff's family, children, aunts, uncles, cousins. Contact Lisa Vertigan. Get an email sent to Lisa Vertigan so she can give you a petition so you can get this petition signed. The more signatures, the louder the message. Paul Lane told us 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 signatures is just as good as 3,000 people walking in the House of Assembly floor. So if you really want mental health, prison reform for your children, for you as a community, contact Lisa Vertigan. Get that email from her, get that petition and get it signed. And maybe in the next few years we could have a brighter future for the next children that are being born in the motherland. Brad D9, you're a beautiful child born on our motherland. And the other generation of children that are being born, do you want them addicts, thieving? Or would you like to have a social environment where they're going to be raised properly? We can clean it up and give them a better choice. That's just a little rant for the day, you know. I have people on here 3 years old, or 13 years old. Their fathers are beating them up. I have women on here 37 years old. They're being raped and sexually abused for cocaine and crack. They're not drug dealers and gangbangers. They're rapists and thieves and thugs. There needs to be locked up. And these children that are 13, 14, 15, 30, and those people in the provincial government are high on drugs, suffering mental illnesses. And those people in the Majesty's Penitentiary are doing drugs and suffering mental illness. I know people in the Royal Newfoundland Constabulary are doing drugs and suffering mental illness. I know judges in Newfoundland are doing drugs and suffering mental illness. I know politicians in the provincial and federal government are doing drugs and suffering mental illnesses. It's a generation passed down from generation to generation. You deal with mental illness with drugs. That's not the solution. Mental illness with proper treatment, with proper medication and proper usage, you can live a productive life with a mental illness and medication. But once you start misusing your medication, that's when you become an addict. That's when you start selling your medication. That's when you cause anarchy in our community and our society. I'm gathering a lot of this information from my past, but you've helped me grow as a person too. If nobody's going to come on my live feed and they're ashamed of me and they're scared, Why don't you start downloading the information for these children that are suffering mental illnesses? Let's call out these workers, these social workers. What's that? Is the federal government, if the federal government is spending all this money on treatment, drug addiction, mental illness, choices for youth, and all these programs, when we know exactly what's going on in their community, how come we're not bombarding social media on how to bring change on drugs, sexual abuse? It's a shame on our government when we swipe it underneath the rug. Do you know if you deal with sexual abuse, mental illness, and addiction, roll up your sleeves. We not only could change the history of Newfoundland, we could change the history of the world. Right? Do you know how hard it is to shed the dirt? Do you know how hard it is to shed your dirt? Do you know people in my community that I know that the alcoholism in your home, the drug addiction, the family violence? Do you know that's dirt? That's shame? That's a stigma. Right? Do you know it only takes one person to change another person? Then that person come out and change another person? Maybe I'm the god stupidest man ever lived on Mother Earth. But I know in Newfoundland, every time I come home, I see sadness. Single parents, children 13, 14, 15 years old, whacked out of their head on pills, whacked on methadone. Wow, and I see him having sex and younger and younger and younger and younger. Right? Here they are telling me now I see posts on Facebook. Is it okay to have a relationship with a 15-year-old child? Well, I don't know if age is important or not, but my Jesus, my Lord, how can we let our children go out in society at 30 years old? I got a 37-year-old here now in the hospital. Heart attack. Out smoking, doing drugs for sex. And it's rampant in our community. We all peep out our curtains. Watch our children be abused. Taken advantage of. Our husbands whacked. Our brothers whacked. And not one person will bring and shed any light onto it. And the saddest part about it is, we'll all backstab each other and talk behind each other's back. But there's no possible chance you would haul out a piece of paper with somebody's phone number and say, here, brother, why don't you go get help? Right? So here we are. I got an offer now to come back to go to work out in Argentia. I wouldn't come back to work in Newfoundland in that Argentia platform for $500 an hour, sitting in an office with a white hat, to watch the lies, the deceit, the greed, the drugs. I would never sell my pride and honor for money. Argentia, you'll never see me. And don't worry, I got a lot of videos to come yet. I just got to keep working a little bit here. But the next couple of days, a lot of people going to be shocked. Argentia, you'll never see me again. So, anybody wants to inbox me with information about how to help drug addicts, mental illness, politicians. We need to get the help for this out into the public. But I knows my petition is going to be signed and I'm going to close that Her Majesty's Penitentiary down. So I'm after hearing more things about centers and for children and women. I need this all to be brought out in the public. Don't be ashamed to come on my feed. And I'm going to go peace out. If you want any information, go to Harold Williams, Real Talk Addiction. He'll send you straight. But I'll tell you one thing now. You can't fake a right life. You might think you could talk it. Action speaks louder than words. So Lisa Vertigan, get that petition. Sign, 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 sign. I need that petition. Sign, sign, signed. Everybody, Lisa Vertigan, inbox her. And apparently Lisa Vertigan is going to have an explosive experience, an explosive interview tomorrow. So I'm hoping it goes true. I'm looking forward to Lisa Vertigan's interview. It's supposed to be a heart-wrenching testimony. But get that emailed petition so she can take care of it. Anyway, let's make this Mike Williams' YouTube for sharing information. Give it to me. I'll put it on my blog. Try to lay down your drug addiction for the day. Try not to use today. Don't worry about tomorrow. That might not come. Help your brother. Help your sister. Stop putting down your family members. Stop, encouraging them. Stop putting them down. We're all suffering addicts. We all have a illness. We need support. We need the federal government, provincial government. We need our families. We need our communities. We need everybody to come together as a people to help the mental illness, to help the addict, to clean them up so they can be productive. We need our natural resources better into our community. Let's stop the addiction. Let's stop this darkness. Go to your higher power, whatever they may be. God, Jesus, painting, gardening, reading, sex, whatever that may be, food. I'd rather have sex and food than bang drugs in my arm and do drugs and be sick. So I'm going to go. If you want any information for me to spread, I'll spread it free of charge. I'll talk about it. Any discussions you want me to bring up, I'm willing to talk. But let's stop giving drugs to children. People, stop sexually assaulting women. Stop beating up women. Let's get the federal government, provincial government involved. Let's get this petition signed and start telling me your stories. I'll bring it all out into the open. I'm not ashamed to bring anything out in the open. Drug addiction, sexual abuse is all being swept underneath the rug. It's a shame. Nobody wants to talk about. Oh, I've been sexually abused, frightened to death. You should tell the truth. Don't be ashamed. It's not a shame. It's not your fault. If you're being sexually abused, come on out and tell it. Tell me. I'm Lion King. I can handle it. It's a dirty subject. I'm not ashamed. Drug addiction. Stop it. If somebody's touching your body sexually and you don't want it, you tell me. Don't let men abuse you. Young boys, if you're being sexually abused, don't be ashamed. You got to come out. You're going to live a horrible life if you don't come out. Don't be ashamed. Go tell the truth. Seek help. It's not your fault. It wasn't my fault. Don't be ashamed. And ladies, don't be doing drugs. Lay it down for the day. You know who I'm talking about. You're beautiful. Beautiful women. Get your teeth clean. Get your body clean. Get your mind clean. Your spirit clean. I know it's easier said than done. But one day at a time. Your body's a very special place. Family, support your mother. You know she's on drugs. Brothers, support your brothers. You know he's on drugs. Give him a hug. encourage them. So that's the little feed I got for the day. I'm going to go. But please help each other, support each other, come together as a group. Help the community grow. Help your brother grow, your sister grow. Start sharing. Start believing. Start having faith. Start being kind. I've really got to dig deep and stop threatening, because I lose my mind, my mental state in disorder. I don't have my medication in me. But before I got to start thinking before I act. Take my medication and maybe go over it and make sure I'm ready to come onto my live feed. Because this is a serious platform. A lot of people are watching. So I'd like to apologize again. Wow. I don't know how much more. People are starting to delete me because I understand my language. I'm going to have to start watching that. But please bring mental awareness to me. Make me grow as a person. You're helping me grow. You're bringing awareness. I'd like to change one person at a time in Newfoundland. So everybody support each other. Give me your information. I'll publicly put it on my feed. Let's try to change one person at a time. Have a great day. Treat each other with respect. Be kind to one another. And it only takes one act of kindness to change somebody's life. My best friend in Newfoundland, I won't say his name, but he always used to say to me, people will always forget what you done. You'll always forget what you say, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. So when you greet somebody, try to greet them with patience and kindness and gentleness. Give that person a great feeling, and maybe it'll last a long time, and you might change their lives. So no drugs today. Deal with it as you come. You need any help, I'm here. Ask your brother, ask your sister for help, or phone them hotlines, phone your politicians. Let's stop the drug addiction. Let's stop the sexual violence. Let's treat mental illness. And let's close down HMP. Have a great day. I'm going to go in and eat my supper. And I got to respect motherland and Newfoundland. I wish I could rap, but I know I can speak good. I just want to know that I promise Newfoundland that I'll be good today. I'll be good to myself. And I'll try to be my best to be your voice. You got any concerns, just holler, inbox me, and I'll tell you the truth. Peace out. Have a great day. Lisa Verdick, and get that petition, please.